A section of MPs have backed planned anti-government protests scheduled for next week. The lawmakers, led by Githunguri MP Gathoni Mushomba, claim the government is yet to address critical issues raised by youthful protesters. The leaders say the government is yet to address the high cost of living, unemployment, as well as streamlining the public service. Posters doing rounds on social media indicate that the Gen Z have called for yet another round of protests next week that they say will push for the dissolution of Parliament.
Okay, next question. I'm sure you know. The young people of Kenya should now know that they have the support of members of parliament like ourselves here. We are no longer going to be intimidated, being accused of, oh, you are funding the Gen Zs, oh, you are inciting the Gen Zs, oh, you are the one who is telling the Gen Zs to do this, because the Gen Zs are people who are schooled.
The young people of Kenya are asking that you show them the reforms you are proposing to address corruption and looting of government resources by people who are under your direct supervision. They are asking that you show them the reforms you are undertaking to improve the competence and quality of your bureaucracy to enable the government to be responsive in service delivery and development.
Asking the government of the day, come out and tell us what measures are you putting in place to address the issue of unemployment. We are having like 1 million students who are going to clear form for this year. Every year we are having a very high turnover of Gen Zs. What measures have you put in place to address their issue?
That president is on his own. Even people who are getting there, that they are going to help, they know very well that that ship is sinking. And even if they are patriots, they will try to help him swim out. But it is a tall order.
So basically that's what's trending this afternoon. This after a section of lawmakers decided that they are going to back up the Gen Z so that they can be back on the street, because they're agitating that the president is on his own, that the president has neglected the people and the president is not listening to the reality on the ground. In the recent days, we have seen a number of people going out there and exposing fake projects which have been in the country, and through one comic man, Mr. Morala, let's see what he has done in this clip.
Watu wa Nyandarua hamjambo, Ngai ni mwega, endo ciothe. Bas, mimi nimekuja hapa, nilikuwa hapa mwaka wa 2018 na nilifungua hii barabara ya kutoka Captain mpaka Ndunyunjeru. Sasa nilirudi tena mwaka uliopita, nikafungua tena hii barabara ya kutoka Captain kwenda mpaka Ndunyunjeru. Sasa nimerudi hapa tena. Hii barabara nimetengeneza. Sasa tumeweka pesa 4.4 billion, na kwa hii finance bill inakuja nitaweka tena pesa ingine ya hii barabara, ili hawa mama mboga na hawa watu makanga na hawa vinyozi na wale wabeba.
From that clip, we can learn that this guy is exposing the president, because the president has been moving around the country and throwing figure and throwing some projects, even some which he launched long time ago, and he has not worked on them. So right now there is a reality which is dawning on the ground, is that some MPs led by the likes of Babu Wino, Gathoni Mushomba and Amos Mwago have decided that they are going to back Gen Z so that they can be back on the street, because they are saying that the president is on his own and the president is not heeding to the call of the people. Right now the situation is very tricky, because a lot is happening and the political situation in Kenya is not really welcoming. A few days ago we were hearing that the president and his deputy are not in good terms. Right now is that some of EMPs, some of them like Gathoni Mushomba is from the UDA party, which the president himself is the leader.
Yes, we have heard and we have seen that there are efforts to bring an impeachment motion against the Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya, Mheshimiwa Rigathi Gachagua, with very frivolous accusations. Accusations that when they were in a cabinet meeting, he actually opposed the finance bill. The finance bill, I think we should be clapping for that man, because the finance bill ultimately was rejected by Kenyans. And it says he has a connection with the ground, as opposed to those people who went to parliament to represent people, but no longer represent people, but represent an individual who tells them what to do. This is very, very unfortunate. And we must say that where an impeachment motion is being considered against the deputy president, I would want to make it very, very clear that that is an affront towards the mountain. And it is really an attack on us as a people. And we will not take it lying, but it has its consequences. Whoever feels that that is the way to go, we kindly tell them, bring it on. We will deal with it when the time comes. But I would want to say that as a wise politician, I do not see the president going along that kind of way. All we need to say is that, yes, this is a country that needs to be settled and progress. We have already lost 2 years. A whole year is lost now in the bickering and the Gen Z.
So the president still is under fire, because a few days ago it was debate issues of the impeachment motion of his deputy Rigathi Gachagua, and now we are facing another problem of the Gen Z, because for the past 2 months the president has been grounded in the country. He has never even made it out. Right now the Gen Z are still not giving up, led by their key figure Mr. Kasmuel Mokoure. These people have been very vocal, and they are utilizing the online platform to air their views, to air their grievances, so that they can articulate what they feel. So far so good. Most people have felt like it's like Kenyan nation is not on the good track, and a lot has been said about Kenya right now. Even in terms of the growth index, still the country is one of the fastest growing despite the challenges it's facing. Right now the president may be in a big problem, because if the Gen Z are back to the street, then it spells doom for economy, but it's good for social development and justice. So there's a lot still going on in the country.
You know, the president has directed that message to you, the Gen Zs, saying it cannot continue this way.
But we've directed the same message to him, that it cannot continue this way.
Because so who blinks first?
What do you mean, who blinks first? There's nobody blinking first, because this is our country that we're trying to fix. The parliamentarians have shown us that they are incapable of doing this. That's why we are on the streets. The executive has captured the legislature, and the legislative arm of government has consistently shown us that it will be in bed with whoever the highest dealer is. Because these scandals that we are unearthing should have been unearthed by parliamentarians. We are finding these things out on our own as active citizens.
Who are those?
So basically, do you think that the allies of Babu Wino, Gathoni wa Mushomba, and their backing of the Gen Z to be back on the street will make any effect, or they're just there cruising for their political mileage? Because nowadays Kenya is growing to be that space with very good freedom of expression. You have the right to express yourself through demonstration and picketing. So it's very clear that most people are trying to reap and benefit from the Gen Z, because in the recent days we are seeing another key figure in Kenya, that's Mr. Jimmy Wanjigi, saying that he sponsored the Gen Z through the flags, whatever, and a lot of things. So what do you really think about this situation right now in Kenya? Is it going to make sense? Is it going to be that very smooth for the next person? Is it going to be smooth in the next coming months, or you think that they are going indeed to make the parliament to be dissolved as they